I can't stitch the video because he switched it off, but this man was talking about how sometimes men will say that a woman's stopping them seeing their kid when actually all the woman's done is try to put some boundaries in place. I just have to chime in on this one because facts. As soon as a man tells me that he doesn't see his kids because the baby mum is crazy or she's stopping him, the bullshit alarm bells just start ringing in my head because I just know there is a 99% chance that you're chatting shit, basically. What tends to happen in a lot of cases is the woman tries to set some boundaries and then the man isn't happy because he can't control the situation or because he can't have access to the mother. So even though the mum might be saying, you can have your kid on Saturdays, or tell me when you want to have your kid, or you can talk to me through your sister and we can arrange for you to see your kid, what he hears in his head and what he goes and tells everyone is, she doesn't want me to see my kid. She's stopping me seeing my kid. You not being able to control the entire situation does not mean that you're being stopped. And quite frankly, I think it's mad cheeky for the part-time parent or the non-existent parent to expect the full-time parent to rearrange their whole schedule and their whole life so you can see your kid when it's convenient for you. If you had any sort of decency, you would take into account the fact that that person is raising your kid, funding your kid, and doing everything themselves. And you would see your kid when it's best for them and your child. That's another thing that I feel like is kind of forgotten or pushed to the back a lot of the time. Instead of thinking about what's best for the kid and what's best for everybody, they're only thinking about what's best for themselves, what's convenient for themselves. They're not even considering how it affects the child or how it affects the person that's looking after the child most of the time. In fact, they will go out of their way to spite the person that's looking after the child most of the time, or should I just say the mother. But they don't realize, or maybe they just don't care, that their actions are actually affecting the kid. Kids are not stupid. When you're essentially having a tantrum and refusing to see your kid because you can't control the entire situation between you and your baby mum and your kid, the person who's affected the most is your child. If your priority is seeing your child and not spiting your baby mother, then see your child. Take up her offer and don't have a tantrum. If you're putting your ego and your tantrum because you can't control the situation above seeing your child, then your priorities are very, very clear.